This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. I hold in my hands here something that should come as an alarm to the rest of the country. If you're out there, you should be concerned that this letter had to be sent. This is a letter from the Fulton County District Attorney, Fani Willis, to the special agent in charge of what is presumably the Atlanta Bureau, the Atlanta field office. It says right here, actually. I don't have to guess. And it is asking for a security assessment of the courthouse where District Attorney Willis works. District Attorney Willis has an investigation right now looking into Donald Trump and his election interference in Georgia. The same phone call that you and I have already heard multiple times of him asking for the Secretary of State of Georgia, Brad Raffensperger, to find the votes necessary for Donald Trump to win. All we need is this number, which is one more than we need. And she's looking into it because that's crime. I'm going to read from this letter, and I hope you'll follow along because it is important. It is important because the former president of the United States of America, ex-president, is so unhinged and so dangerous that he poses a literal threat to the life of someone who is an elected official in this country. The rabid, cult-like followers of Donald Trump are so unhinged, are so unpredictable. Well, maybe they're not predictable. Maybe they're predictably violent and radical. Reading from this letter, Special Agent in Charge Hacker. You are likely aware that I am conducting a criminal investigation of former President Donald J. Trump and his associates regarding alleged attempts to improperly influence the administration of Georgia's 2020 general election. Be advised that on May 2nd, 2022, a Fulton County Special Purpose Grand Jury will convene as the next stage of this investigation. My staff and I will not be influenced or intimidated by anyone as this investigation moves forward. I have an obligation to ensure that those who work and visit the Fulton County Courthouse, the adjoining Fulton County Government Center, and surrounding areas are safe. In close proximity to the courthouse are the Georgia State Capitol, Atlanta City Hall, federal courthouses for the United States Court of Appeals, for the 11th Circuit and Northern District of Georgia, and Georgia State University, including student dormitories. Also close by are buildings housing private businesses and residences. My staff and I have already made adjustments to accommodate security concerns during the course of this investigation. Considering the communications we have received from persons unhappy with our commitment to fulfill our duties, we are also working with Fulton County officials about the need for additional security measures as the investigation progresses. Security concerns were escalated this weekend by the rhetoric of former President Trump at a public event in Conroe, Texas, that was broadcast and covered by national media outlets and shared widely on social media. His statements were undoubtedly watched by millions. Mr. Trump made multiple references to investigations that are known to concern his activities and the activities of his associates and organizations, including the criminal investigation underway in my office. Specifically, he said, quote, "If these radical, vicious, racist prosecutors do anything wrong or illegal, I hope we are going to have in this country the biggest protests we have ever had in Washington, D.C., in New York, in Atlanta, and elsewhere because our country and our elections are corrupt." Trump also stated, "It really is prosecutorial misconduct at the highest level. These prosecutors are vicious, horrible people. They're racist and they're very sick. They're mentally sick. They're going after me without any protection of my rights by the Supreme Court or most other courts. In reality, they're not after me, they're after you. and I just happen to be the person that's in the way. That's what they're after. It's been going on for years. This rhetoric is more alarming in light of his statements at the same event regarding those convicted of crimes, including violence, for actions at the United States Capitol on January 6, 2021. He stated that if elected president in 2024, he may pardon people who have been convicted of crimes related to illegal acts related to the attack in the U.S. Capitol. Specifically, he said, quote, if I win, we will treat those people from January 6th fairly. We will treat them fairly. And if it requires pardons, we will give them pardons because they are being treated so unfairly. I'm asking that you immediately conduct a risk assessment of the Fulton County Courthouse and Government Center, and that you provide protective resources to include intelligence and federal agents. I will make myself available for such meeting at your convenience. It is imperative that these resources are in place well in advance of the convening of the special purpose grand jury on May 2nd, 2022. We must work together to keep the public safe and ensure that we do not have a tragedy in Atlanta similar to what happened at the United States Capitol on January 6, 2021. Yours in service, Fannie T. Willis, Fulton County District Attorney. The fact that this is necessary is alarming. The fact that we have an ex-president who uses mob speak, well, I wasn't threatening. We know the impact of Donald Trump's words. We witnessed the violent impact of Donald Trump's words on January 6th, 2021. When over 150 police officers were harmed in the attack of the Capitol. The law and order Blue Lives Matter crowd showed just how much they revere law and order and law enforcement. The fact that a sitting elected district attorney doing her job has put her at risk because of the ex-president of the United States should give you pause. What do you think? You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, daily@dollemore.com. Is this overblown? Am I blowing this out of proportion? Why has the Justice Department not done anything? Sitting on our hands, waiting for something to happen. How about a little proactivity? Follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. I'd love to have you connect with me there. And if I do something on a daily or weekly basis that brings you value, does something for you, if I'm a value add for you, please consider supporting my work here on the platform for as little as $1.99 a month. You can become a channel member by clicking the join button below this video, or you can head on over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. Both those are fantastic ways to support what I do right here on YouTube. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much. Be genuine. Take care of one another.